Morning and welcome back to Attingham Park. 2nd day of August, and our second field of corn is not quite ready, so we need to give that a bit longer. I'm not sure actually when it is going to be ready to forage, but in the meantime we need to plough field 45. So money's gone up. Daily milk sale, and we've had quite a bit of business through the feed business. Yeah, quite a few sales, let's put it that way. There's been a bit of a demand for hay pellets and CCM, funnily enough, as they're the only two things that we really sell through there, so not overly a diverse selection of products. But still, nevertheless, it is money in the bank. So, trusty subsoiler, and there we go. Let's have some GPS on. We will lower it down. Oh, that'll be the front weight. There we go. And we'll go forwards, setting an A point. And then we'll grab a B point and then hit on Alt-X to turn on the GPS. So we'll do the up and down rows first, and then the headlands. And yeah, we'll get this all field all ploughed. Probably should have mulched, but I'm not too fussed about that little 2%, whatever it is, bonus. And yeah, then we can have a think about what to put in here next. Right, well, I've done probably about half the field, and I've now put a worker on it because I was getting a little bit bored of subsoiling. So what do we need to do now? Let's find ourselves the John Deere, which is down here. I am a poet and I do not know it. Get the gate open. We will just see if the cows need a feed. They could do with a bit of a top up. So we'll get that done, and then we can start mowing the grass. There we go. Find out the way, cows. Now, I haven't fully decided what we are going to make, whether it's silage or hay. But either way, we need to cut the grass. So we'll top that up and leave that there. We'll quickly put some straw in. I don't think it's going to need much of a top up, but we may as well do it while we are here. There we go. Super. Didn't take a lot at all. Right, so we'll get out of here. We'll stick the mowers on, and I might also top the sheep up with conditioned grass as well. And then we can go mowing. Well, in usual Cartech fashion, there is a change of plan. Randomly checked the sales, and there is a tractor in there that I would quite like to use. So we are trading in our John Deere and our front loader, so we can sell that. We can repair that as well. Repaint for 40 grand. 43, shall I say? Yeah, we'll go for it. 145, and we will sell that. Now, what we need to do is, and the R to reset. So, into the sales. Now, that John Deere has been with us from the start and has been an absolute workhorse, but time for a change. So, the Massey Ferguson 7720S, maxed to 280 horsepower. We are going to go for Nokian tyres, and we will put GPS onto it as well. 139 grand. Buy that. There we go. And now we can get in, turn the beacons on, head back down to the yard, and now we can start some mowing. So starting to work our way around field 32. We're just going to go straight through into 31 as well. I'm liking this tractor already. It's yeah, it's nice change actually. Like I say, that John Deere's been with us from the start. Doesn't owe us anything, but still we got a decent amount of money back from it, and it's good to have a change. I think, you know, we're in a good position now financially. Finally, milk we get about 30 something thousand each day, so you know we can afford to be doing things with like the leasing of the Fent and the multi-baler. You know, we'd have struggled, you know, several months ago to do that, but now each day we're making that decent income from the milk, and it covers things like that. You know, it's yeah, we're in a much better place than where we were, like I say, year ago in game. You know, well, months/years ago in game. I remember when we were working one of the fields and we was like, yeah, beef is not going to be the way forward, and we were right, although it's a tidy income every now and again. But yeah, it's maizeplus and dairy is certainly the way to go. But yeah, nice looking tractor. And yeah, it should do us all right. So as you'll see, I have been out of the game and back in. It's a different day now. Again, this video, just the way work is at the minute, is taking longer to record than normal. So we're on to Friday afternoon now, and it's the start of a long weekend again in the UK. We've got yet another bank holiday. Missed a bit there. We'll catch that later on. So yeah, you'll probably be able to guess what week we're at now. This might actually come out during what is known in the UK as Whitsun week. I'm not sure if that's the same anywhere else, but yeah, half term for the kids, etc. And yeah, the whole country is bank holiday on Monday. So yeah, it's gonna be nice. Extra day off from work. Can't grumble about that, can we? So yeah, forgot to change the conditioners. We'll put the conditioners on, as you will see. But yeah, still loving this Massey. I did came back into the game and I was tabbing through to finish the ploughing, or the subsoiling, whatever you want to call it. I was looking for the John Deere and I was like, no, you Wally, you've sold it. So yeah, kind of like I said before, been with us since the start. Bit sad to see it go, but this is definitely a lovely change. So ploughing is done, as I said, so that field is now ready to have, probably we might put a layer of manure down on it, and then need to decide what we're going to seed when the time comes. I think with the amount of maize silage we got off of that field and what we're going to get from the headlands of the other field, we will not need to plant corn again. So corn's out of the run-in, so probably a cereal crop. Don't think we'll do potatoes or sugar beet. We've got our open air garden, which is supplying us with potatoes, and at the minute they're not actually going in to the feed mix, so that's not a problem. And we are now running not low, but we're running through, or getting through, should I say, the grass silage bales we've got at the yard. I'm not going to bring the ones from the BGA area over. I think they can go through there. We'll just use what's in the clamp, so we'll have to open that at some point, which will mean then getting a bucket on the Merlot and yeah, doing the mix that way. Now, one thing I normally do is end of the video, ask people to like and subscribe. I'm going to do that now. So if you're enjoying what you're seeing so far and you have not already, please think about subscribing. I've said it in previous videos, it doesn't cost anything, but I'm well aware that some people don't watch right to the end, so sticking it in here for a change. So yeah, please like and subscribe. If you are new here, welcome, and yeah, hope you stick around and enjoy the content. Last little bit of the mowing for these fields, and I think the plan is going to be that we don't need the rear mow for this one, so if we just lower that one down and turn that off, there we go, tap back through. So we're actually going to TED this to semi-dry. Don't normally do that when I make silage, but you get more in a bale. So we're going to go and grab the tedder, which I may or may not show me doing, and then I think the plan is going to be to obviously get it windrowed as well, and then grab a baler wrapper to make the silage bales. So that is my current thinking. Now, I guess the argument is, well, why are you doing that when you've got all of those that need to go through the BGA? But we can sell some. We can put some through the BGA. We can hold on to some until it's like peak price in, I'm gonna say, December time. But yeah, that's the plan. I don't see any other way of doing it. We could put it maybe in the pit at the biogas plant, but it's just a lot of effort to compact it, cart it, and then transfer it into the BGA, and I don't really think it's going to give us anything. So yeah, you'll see here, look, we've got probably 6, 9, 10 bales left. So yeah, once we've used those, which won't probably around September time maybe, then we can start to open the clamp. But for now, let's grab the tedder, might put that on the fent and get that running away on course plate, and we can start the windrowing behind it. So just while the fent finishes off tedding the first field, because I was having issues with course plate recognising it as one field rather than two. So I've just gone with doing one at a time, and we'll ted the bit in the middle ourselves. I thought I'd fill up the BGA with grass silage, so that is now full, and we are just grabbing the last few bales just to plonk in front of it, so once it's processed what's in the hopper, it will just work its way through what's sat on the ground outside. So we'll get these dropped off, we'll get them all unwrapped, and then that can just be chugging away in the background and making us some electric charge, methane and digestate. So let's leave that there for a second. You'll see we've got, bottom right hand side, 8,000 litres of electric charge, we've got nearly 2,000 litres of methane, and rapidly approaching 102,000 litres of digestate. So there we go. Just get these all unwrapped. There we go. And we get to the last one. Oh. There we go. All unwrapped, ready to go into the biogas plant. So nearly 10 past 11, and we're just about to finish tedding 31. Now I was going to put this on course play, but when I did, it was trying to pick up 26 and whatever the other field is over there for some reason. I think it's probably that the grass margin under the hedge just runs straight through. So I could, let's get this bit here, I could paint some in, but I don't really want to lose what we've got at the minute, but we'll have a look another time. So grass all tedded, we can now grab the massey, get it windrowed up, and then sort ourselves a baler. So we'll plonk this anywhere really, it doesn't matter, does it, to be fair. Out we get, and into our new toy. I do like the Nokian tyres. It's Nokian, isn't it? Yeah, they look very much sort of grass worky tread on them. Right, let's get this unfolded and see what hash we can make of windrowing this field. There we go. So the beauty about setting the TED estate to what we've done is, well, it's fixed the bit where we hadn't got the conditioner on. So that's all good. Like I said, should be able to cram more into the bales. It's obviously a drier state of grass now. We could have simulated leaving it, but we need to get this job done. So when we move on, we can then crack on with the finishing of the maize silaging and then ultimately start planting. So talking about planting, our grass field, which is over yonder that way, opposite the maize field or adjacent to the maize field, I'm wondering whether we actually put a crop in there this year, use the grass as a cover crop and just drill directly into it. I think I can't see us needing any more silage if we're just going to run another 9 or 10 episodes. So I think that's the plan with that. Not, like I say, I haven't thought about what crops we're going to put in and where yet. So, but I'm thinking that it's a decent sized field, and maybe we could just, yeah, like I say, use the grass as a cover crop and get ourselves a free fertiliser state. So we are finishing up field 32. I do love the weird shapes of these fields, and yeah, sort of free-handing the rows, but it's not looking too shabby. think the baler that we're going to use is the new ones from Giants. So I think there was a massive one and a Fent one. And they were the sort of free content from, I want to say, the 1.9 something patch or update. So yeah, we're going to get the massy one of those. Did I miss that? Yes, I did. Because I've not used them yet, and they bale and wrap. They will do us 150 centimetres, I think, is the biggest. So that should be nice change. So we'll grab, there we go, we'll grab this last bit here. There we go. That didn't take long at all. I think this windrow is deceiving. But yeah, 11 mile an hour. It's not a shabby pace. So we will drop that off there. We'll pull forward and get out of the way. We'll set ourselves a store delivery point and we'll crack on with some baling. Well, we're making a start. And there we go. Nearly full. 6,000 litres. So I've added the bale turner just to have a look at it, really. We don't need it for picking up with the Anderson stacker, but yeah, it's quite a neat little contraption. Cool. So I don't know if it was any of the footage, but so playing on the Disturbs multiplayer server on Maypole, because obviously at that point, well, we still are actually loading bales manually. So what we'd do is we'd drop one off. Sorry, no, we wouldn't. You'd keep automatic drop off, and then fill the baler up again, and then unload two together. So you kind of pick two up at a time, then you can load. And yeah, it's quite a clever method. So I don't think we need to employ that because we're lucky enough to have the Anderson bale stacker. But yeah, it's quite a cool little tip. Same with square bales. We'd wait until we got, you know, two in the chamber, stop, unload, and then you could load the two onto the trailer nice and easy. Yeah, it's cool. I'm liking how it's sort of on the wrappers on a runner. That is clever. And then it sort of all picks up and drops it down. I like that. Glad we are using something a bit different. So we've got the bale counter that comes obviously with the, I say obviously a lot, don't I? That comes with the Goval DLC. So we can keep a track of how many we've actually made off of the field. But we are filling up very, very rapidly. There we go. So we can now crack on again. And we'll see how we go with it dropping while we're moving. It flings it across the map. No? Nicely done. Cool. I think I'll do the headlands and then I'll catch you back on the up and down rows. And I should have stopped quite a while ago there. Let's see if this picks up in reverse. Oh, it does. I am liking this. And I think they're about 85 grand. So, not massively expensive. We could have gone with the Govar stuff, but I think the wrapper on that one only does 125 centimetre bales. And we'd have ended up with loads, so... Yes, right, headlands, and then we will catch back to see how many we've made. So with the headlands done, we made 21 bales, which isn't too shabby at all. I do like this bit of kit. Oh, keep doing that. And it's also always when I'm recording, but I must say, Giants do make nice models, and yeah, it's pretty cool. be nice if it had the ability to add a silage additive tank. I don't know whether that would be a thing or not, but I'm sure at some point there'll be a mod that does that for us. Yeah, I just love this rear end animation. I think it's properly cool, that. Lovely job. So I think we're gonna do a little bit more, and we will catch back. I know that there's a lot of silage work going on lately, but that's the season, really. We're in May in real life, and yeah, a lot of people doing their first cut. You may have seen on YouTube. I haven't watched too much, actually. Need to catch back on your Tom Pembertons, etc. But yeah, so it's kind of nature of the beast, really. But yeah, it's fell quite well for us. I mean, we're doing the maize silage, we've got the grass silage on the go here. So yeah, it's very silage orientated at the minute, but that's just how it is. The other thing that I do really like about this Massey is it turns on an absolute dime. I think, yeah, whether they've got a different front suspension setup or more clearance around the actual bonnet area on the body, I'm not sure, but they do seem to turn a lot better. So we've got 1, 2, 3, 4 and a bit passes left to do. Let's jump out of cab a second, and we are up to 43 bales, and obviously we can see them nicely because we've got the pink wrap, so won't have any trouble spotting them in the field. These are going to go straight into our new bale storage. Then I think we're probably done for silage. We have got rain in the forecast, but I think that's due about 4 or 5 o'clock. So no worry for us. We'll have done this, and obviously the bales are wrapped anyway, so they're not going to be affected. But yeah, I've quite enjoyed this. It's nice to be using, 1, our brand new tractor, and 2, also a cool new piece of kit that we've not used before. Oh, 3 litres short. There we go. Let that drop down and we can carry on. So I reckon we'll probably get 1 more bale, maybe 2. But yeah, they are quite short runs, so we'll see how we get on. I'll actually catch that bit as well that I've missed with the windrower as well. So we'll get this done and we'll have a final count and get them collected. So we got 1 more bale, which is good, and we've got, what, 2,700 litres in the baler, but that can go back to the store and can be for the next person to help them on their way with their first bale. So actually, I mean to connect back up, we got 46, which is not a bad haul at all. What we'll do is we'll grab the Anderson stacker and start picking up. And I've noticed that some of the silage is floating by the BGA, so we'll give that a nudge, drop them to the ground, and they can be processing in. So we'll head round this way. There we go. Oh, I do like that little there we go. Oh, all gone. So, blimey, that's processed through nearly 30,000 litres worth, which is immense. So that's all good. We can load more in as and when we get a chance. Right, let's get these bales collected and then get everything back to the yard. So I've set the Fendt on auto drive to head back to the yard. Now I did just clip, you can see here, did just clip the maize on the first unload, but yeah, I think we're probably going to have enough. I think a couple of plants we can afford to lose. So let's get that backed up there. Let it tip so we can get further in. Go. Get the storage even fuller, and I do quite like how it keeps the colour wrap that you've used. I think that's a nice feature of Giants' work. So what do we need to do now? We need to grab the windrower, take that back to the yard, and I think then we will call it a day. So we do seem to have a lot of dirty kit, and as you can see, bottom right, the McCormick showing 54% damage, so that needs a repair. So we'll get that done before the next episode. Now, I'm not sure when that corn is going to be ready for us to silage it, so we'll either be back in August the 3rd, or August 3, or September, depending on, like I say, what is going on with the corn. But yeah, new tractor, loads more silage done, field ploughed, and yeah, a plan for ripping up, well, not ripping up, even direct seeding into the other grass field that we've got. So use it as a cover crop, and yeah, jobs are good and really productive day. So thank you very, very much for watching. I will see you in the next one. Take care.